very good morning today to you. Good evening and welcome to the 12 Days of Christmas, Day 12, or Lockdown 3.0, Day 1. I really don't know how these vlogs are going to go over the next few days. I've got you pinned up on the work surface in the kitchen, and behind me is the mess. I'm in my big baggy Norwegian jumper because I've come home from school earlier and I was so cold. My upload, I sort of went to the email first thing this morning, and then an email from the boss saying, I'm awfully sorry, I've not slept very well, but could you all come in for a meeting at 7:30? It was 25 to 7 at this time, and I thought, better get up. So I shot into the shower, and as I came downstairs, I had a quick look at the laptop, and it said, still processing, 15 minutes to go, 68% uploaded. I thought, goodness me, you've been uploading your own. You're not even 10 minutes long and you're still uploading. But it uploaded, and I'm really grateful for all the lovely comments yesterday. I'm not going to say how long the vlogs are going to be now from day to day. I've come home from work. I say I went in at 7:30 for 7:30 this morning. I came home and I had to stay in and I couldn't walk the dogs, because I was waiting for a phone call from my GP just to ask about my wrists, and I had a long chat with her, and she basically explained why I can't have my injections, my cortisone injections in my wrists at the moment, and it's simply because there's something within the medication that they put inside your joints that can affect your body's immunity to illness. And whilst you normally do this just with a general run-of-the-mill cold, open you up to becoming more susceptible to something as vicious as the new mutant strain of COVID-19. She was utterly delightful and explained it completely. And when I said, shall I ring back in 9 months? And her response was, I hope it's not that long, Judy. I hope it's a bit quicker than that. And she did also make the point that they don't want me getting it because I've got asthma. So it's as hard as it was for her to say, I'm really sorry, you've got to cope, she did say that they've got to look after us as well. They've got to look after all their patients. And she spoke to me so beautifully. I'm fine with it. Bit upset, if I'm honest, but I'm fine with it as well. I can see it from both sides of the coin thing. So the situation at school is we're all going to be in for the time being, which is good for me because I'm on my own. I am makes me a key worker. I don't feel like a key worker. I don't feel as if I'm doing anything overly essential, but because I'm in school and looking after children, or helping to look after children, it makes me a key worker. But I don't know if I've got the guts to go and jump the supermarket queue. I'm not. I think the only people that should do that are doctors and nurses, so I probably won't go and jump the supermarket queue. Since I've come in, I have filmed today's embroidery, taken everything down for the embroidery unit, that's all away, and started assembling. I've been through in the living room while I was waiting for the doctor to call, and I've pinned a whole load of the quilt together, and I want to film that. Well, here we go. I've given it a really quick iron and I'm so pleased with it. What started as, you know, just a small little table runner has turned into a tablecloth, and I have got my flowers at the end and I didn't really want to lift them off. So I'm just going to pull it up. I know that there's still some pulling there, but I think once it's quilted it will all sort of probably lay itself down. I'm going to apologise for any noise in the background. Maggie is running around like something gone wrong. She wants to go out for a walk, but she can't because it's still raining out there. Now, I know we've got a little bit of, it's not lying totally flat there, so I think I might need to undo that one. But I was so keen to get the whole thing sewn up. I haven't checked for things like that. But what I am pleased is I think I've got every single colour. There's a slightly out by a millimetre there, but it doesn't matter. Now, I've had some lovely suggestions about 11 Pipers piping. Again, on 11 Pipers piping, I know it's gone over the feet. But the writing's gone over the feet, not the feet going over the writing. So that is why I have left it. And here on 10 Lords a Leaping, we've got 10 Lords a Leaping going over a star there. And on 8 Maids a Milking, it's very slightly wonky. But I think I'm actually going to leave everything as it is because, you know, this was meant to be a quick project. I mean, if I really want to be ultra picky, some of these are not central on the blocks. To start with, 4 Calling Birds isn't central, and if I come back, neither are 7 Swans are Swimming. That's pretty out there. Look at that there. But we've got to remember, this was a quick project just to keep going between Christmas and New Year. But the overall effect, and if you were just somebody walking in, you'd think, wow. Now, you know, like Michael just doesn't get all the sewing that he's suddenly become part of. And he just took a look at it and thought, great. I mean, they're thinking, you know, maybe we'll use this as a baby's or children's playmat in the years to come. Who knows? I'm really pleased with it. I adore the red work in the middle. It's really brought a little bit of Christmas magic to it. You know, we've got poinsettias and snowflakes at the top there, moving down to a robin and a Christmas tree. And if I move it down even more here, you've got another poinsettia there, and here we've got some mistletoe. And the next one down, I shall have to push this up. Here we've got a basket of poinsettias there, and a lovely Christmas wreath. I'm delighted. As for the quilting, I want to do that sort of, what I call it filigree, where you sort of do like vermicelli, little wandering around like this type quilting. So the next thing I think I'm going to be doing on this project is practicing some of this quilting. Now, I don't have any wadding, but I have got some fabric that's slightly thicker and soft, which I could use for practicing some quilting. Oh, and you're wonky. Oh, we can't have you on a wonky camera. There we go. I'll take my glasses off. I'm looking at you. You're all blurred. I haven't got any glasses on. So moving forward, next thing I think I'm going to do is to practice the quilting, because I would like to get this done. It was never meant to be the finest of projects. It was meant to be fun, and fun it has been. It's taught me an awful lot about quilting. Not quilting. It's taught me an awful lot more about machine embroidery. I've had to learn how to layer up the designs, and especially on 12 Drummers Drumming, there were 4 layers to that design, because I shall hold it up to show you. Here on these, there was 1 layer for each of the 4 separate elements. All these elements were separate, and the machine allowed me to layer them up. So that was a big learning curve there, how to do that, and it all just came off. Experimenting with the colours. I mean, it's a long time since I've done anything like this. I've done so much dressmaking. However, I do feel the need to dressmake. I have ordered some wadding. I've got the quilting thread, I've got everything else. I just need the wadding, and then I would like to start quilting it. Just not certain how I'm going to quilt it at the moment. So any tips? I mean, I'm thinking, shall I quilt it in the ditch to outline the bars? You know, that's the most obvious thing to do. Do I want to quilt all the individual bars with this like quilting like so or not. I certainly would love to have a go in here, and I might not do too much, but the machine's got this thing, it's called a stitch regulator, so you can do a freehand, but I'd be tempted, I think I might want to draw on with a chalk line first. Something else that's fun to do, but I do want to make some clothes. I haven't made any clothes, let me just check. I haven't made any clothes, what seems like an eternity. It's only 2 weeks since I made Michael's mum those pyjamas for Christmas. So that is 12 days of Christmas finished. The quilt will keep going. This is day 1 of lockdown 3.0. Should I call it lockdown 3.01? Who knows? For day 1, 3 and then 0.01, because I don't think it's going to go up to 100 days, but it might get up to about 40, you never know. Tomorrow I'm going to go for a walk, but today it's just thrown it down with rain and I wasn't going to go out and get wet. Stay safe. I'll see you all tomorrow. See you later.